All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in today's yoga practice. This will be a 60-minute of thankful yoga flow. So, when you're ready, come onto your mat and find yourself in easy pose. Feel free to grab any props that you like for this practice. You will not need them, but if you do, just have them handy. Reach underneath you, remove any extra flesh, and bring the hands on top of the knee, palm open, eyes closed. Allow yourself to draw from the inside and bring the intention within. The intention of today's practice is about thankfulness. Being thankful, being grateful for where you are now in this moment. Scanning your body, think about three things that you're grateful for. Connecting to your breath, connecting to your mind, and connecting to your spirit. And when you're ready, inhale, open the eyes, reach the hands all the way up. Find length, create more space, and we twist to the right side, allowing your shoulder and allowing your hands to release by the backside and look towards the right shoulder. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up, and we twist to the left side. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, release the hands by the side. Left hand down, start with the fingers, and then reach the right hand across, palm facing the earth. And then serve that right hand forward, right hand fingers on the mat, and take that left hand across. Serve the left hand forward. Bring the left fingertip, right hand across. Right hand serves forward, releasing the left hand, and then allowing your shoulders to release here. Pushing that left hip on the mat. Reach the hands forward, both hands, and release yourself on the mat. Every so often, push yourself forward and lengthen the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold completely. And then walk your hands to the right side, allowing your shoulders to relax. Walk your hands to the left side, allowing your right hip to release. Inhale, walk your hands to center, and then slowly bring yourself into your tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulder, knee underneath the hip. We're going to start with fire hydrant. So a bit chilly. Inhale, lift that left hip, left knee, left hip. Exhale, bring that left knee down, lift the right. Noticing your breath, right knee down, left knee, exhale down, right knee, exhale down. Left knee, exhale down, right knee, exhale down. Just carry on and then lifting into that hip crease, lowering down, right side, feeling the sensation on the glute, left, breathing in and out, and then slowly release. Finding your breath, drop towards your hips, hips towards the heels, and reach the hands forward, child's pose. Inhale, slowly come forward, drop the belly, look towards the sky. Cat and cow, so great for the spine. Noticing your inhalation and your exhalation. When you have it, come into neutral spine, tuck toes under, taking a big breath in, lift the knee into your plank, pressing those legs back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more like this, forward into plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, forward into plank. Shoulder tap, right hand to your left shoulder. Notice your breath, right hand down. Left hand to your right shoulder. Just carry on this, warming up the core, being intentional by engaging the core. Finding that breath, relaxing the facial muscles, and focus on that drishti. 2 more on each side. Slowly moving, engaging the core. Last time. Come back to stillness. Bring the right knee on the mat. Left foot down. Inhale, take the left hand forward towards the front of the mat. Activating that left foot. Charging in. Breathe in and out. Exhale, the left hand comes back up. And then release the left hand. Reach the right hand across. Gate pose. Inhale, bring both hands to the mat. Take the right leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Bring that right leg in between the hand. And rise up, high lunge. Crescent lunge, pushing into that left leg. Open the heart. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Take the right leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Lean forward, yogi push-up. Upward facing dog. Finding that thighs off the mat. Or lowering your knee if it's too much for your lower back. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Charging those heels towards the earth. Finding that breath. Inhale here. Exhale, forward into your plank. Lower the left knee on the mat. Push into your right foot. Take the right hand forward. Open. Push into the left hand. Relax the shoulder. And breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, charge back up. Come back into figure 4. And then release the right hand down, not figure 4, right? A gate pose. Left hand reach. And then left palm facing the earth. Push into the right leg. Lengthen the spine. And breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale, come back down. Both hands to the mat. Take the left leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Lengthen the spine. Push into that right leg, thumb and index finger. Exhale, draw the left leg in between the hand quietly. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Crescent lunge. Open the heart. Push into that right leg. Open the hip. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Send the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Lean forward, yogi push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great work. Finding that breath, pushing into the thumb and index finger, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, float the right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Finding that breath. Notice how I'm pulling my right leg back and then taking that right leg to the sky. All the way up. Right leg out, lean forward, pushing into those hands. Left leg, right leg in between the hand. Quietly inhale, rise. High lunge. Notice your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Lean forward, airplane pose, fly. Extend those hands and lengthen the spine. Point toes, flex toes. Lower down, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Shoulder away from the ears. Look towards the middle finger. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Open the heart. Lean back. Taking a big breath in. Reach the right hand forward. Flying warrior. Right hand reach forward. Lift the left leg almost like a halfway between the half moon. And extend. Lengthen. Point. Toes, flex toes. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands to the mat. Send the left leg back. Come into high lunge, crescent lunge. Notice your breath. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Send the right leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward into your plank. Yogi push up, elbow hug the rib cage. Upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat. Arms are straight. Gaze is forward or look up to the sun. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Excellent work. Notice your breath, your shoulder away from the ears. Connecting to your thankfulness. Inhale, take the left leg all the way up. Point toes, flex toes. Bend the knee, open the hip. Push into the thumb and index finger. Pushing that right leg back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, straighten that left foot. Extend. And then take the left leg out and forward. Notice your breath. Bring the left leg in between the hand. Charge in, right leg spins. And come into warrior two. Shoulders away from ears, open the palm. Find that length, create more space. Close the palm, lengthen the spine. Right hand down, peaceful warrior, open through the shoulder. Lengthen, push into the left leg and the outer edge of the right leg. Come back to warrior two. Find that length, create more space. Reach the left hand forward. Fly, flying warrior, lift the right leg up. One step, two step, extend. Breathe in. Right shoulder away from the ears. Extend through the left leg. We're going to come into our crescent lunge. Noticing any difference? Lifting and lifting the chest, bending the left leg, creating more strength and breath. Lean forward, airplane pose. Lots of flying here. Open the heart. If you wobble, it's okay. Extend through that right leg. Lean forward. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Right leg down. Left leg all the way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Lean forward, yogi push-up. Upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat. Press back, downward facing dog. Great job. Noticing how you are feeling in this moment, moving gracefully. Take a breath here, inhale. Float the right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Relaxing that right shoulder, pushing into those thumb and index finger. Straighten the right leg all the way to the right side. Right leg in between the hand. And then right hand stays. Extended side angle. Charging into that right foot. You can come into the right elbow, right knee if this is too much, or you can stay on the mat with a yoga block. Charge into that right leg and come into Skandasana. Hands in front of the heart, a great hip opener. Push into that left big toes to point forward. Lengthen the spine. Open the front hip. And inhale, come back into crescent lunge, high lunge. Notice your breath. Lean forward, airplane pose, mindfully. Extending the back of the neck by bringing the chin towards the chest. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Coming into warrior two. Finding breath, peaceful warrior, reverse warrior, open the heart. Finding that length, straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle pose, open the heart. A little bit of smile is good. Coming back as you reach the right hand forward and down. Trikonasana, triangle pose. We've been doing these poses. Allow yourself to either bind by bringing your right thumb and index finger hook on your right big toes. Come back to warrior two. Peaceful warrior reverse. Extended side angle. Notice your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Back to warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the right leg. Breathe into that front hip. Reach the right hand forward and down. Triangle pose. Lengthening the spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. And send the right leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, bring the right leg behind the left. Inhale, wild thing, open. Finding that breath. Pushing into that left hand. And then coming into side plank. Right leg on top of the left. And breathe in. And breathe out. Exhale, right hand down. Lean forward, yogi push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great work. Notice your breath. Take a breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Open wide. Inhale, float the left leg up. Point toes, flex toes. Bend the knee, open the hip. Relax the shoulder. Straighten the left leg and bring that left leg out and forward. Notice your breath. Left leg in between the hand. Notice your shoulder away from the ears. Left hand stays. Pivot the right leg 60 degrees. Extended side angle B. You can either bring the left elbow, left knee, or you stay here, pushing into that right leg. Open. Finding that breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Lengthen the spine. And from here, we're going to pivot into that right foot and come into Skandasana. Open the hip. Draw the shoulder away from the ears. Look forward, lengthen. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, find that breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come into warrior two. Open the palm, relax the shoulder. Point your left toes forward, gazes at the left middle finger. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Open the heart. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Open reverse triangle pose. Lengthen the spine. And then reach that left hand forward and reach the left hand down. Triangle pose. Feel free to use a block or bind. Notice your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Extend through that right hand. Lengthen. Breathe. Back to warrior two. Extended side angle. Right hand reaching forward, left hand open. Coming back, warrior two. Peaceful warrior reverse. Notice your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to straighten that left foot. Extend. Open the front hip. And mindfully reach the left hand forward and down. Right hand reach up. Triangle pose. Open the heart. Relax the shoulder. Breathe in. Come back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Send the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Wow, thin left leg behind the right one. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Keep the left leg bent. Open the hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Left hand reach forward. Left leg stacks on top of the right. Side plank. And notice your breath. Push into that right hand. Extend through that left leg and right leg. Open. Left hand comes down. Plank. Yogi push up, lean forward, elbow hug the rib cage. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. Adjusting your legs, being comfortable. Breathe in. Open mouth wide, exhale. Bend the knee, gaze between the hand. Step or jump forward. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head and shoulder. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart. Inhale, bend the knee, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Relax the head, relax the shoulder. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, bend the knee. Step, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great work. Inhale, float the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, right leg in between the hand. Warrior one, square the hip and rise. Interlace the hand overhead. Open the heart, lean back. Pushing into the outer edge of that left leg. Lean forward. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Warrior three. Your breath, your right leg connecting. Bring the left leg to meet with the right, hands in front of the heart. Mountain pose. Really lengthening the spine. Shoulder away from the ears. Bend the right leg, catch the right leg, the instep of that right leg. Left hand reach up, extend. Dancer's pose. Right leg kicks up, left leg, open the heart. Relax the shoulder. Breathe in. Kick up, lift up. Coming back into your chair pose. Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Relax the head. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Bend the knee, step or jump back. Upward facing. Vinyasa, downward facing. Great job. Noticing your breath, relaxing your shoulder. Breathe in and out. Inhale, take the left leg all the way up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Lengthen, find your shoulder away from the ears. Exhale, bring that left leg in between the hand. Warrior one. Rising up. Square the hip, push on the outer edge, interlace the hand, release the index finger. Change the thumb around a couple of times. Look up, hands are biceps out towards the ears. And then lean forward, extend and lift the right leg up. Warrior three, remember at least 3 to 5 breaths in each pose. Continue to extend. Continue to find that drishti. And come back. Right leg to meet with the left. And then come into mountain pose. Belly to spine. Shoulders down. Bend the left leg. Catch the instep of the left leg. Knee to touch. Right hand extend through the ears and lengthen the spine. Dancer's pose. Kick, reach, and lengthen like no one is watching. Focus on a focal point. Lifting, kicking. Coming back. Hands reach up. Hands in front of the heart. Mountain pose. Hands reach up. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Lengthen the spine. Bend the knee. Plant the hands on the mat. Step or jump back. Upward facing. Downward facing. Bend the knee, gaze between the hand. Step, jump forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. And now rise up, hands by the side, mountain pose. Inhale, hug your left knee towards your chest. Finding your breath. Right hand, right hip. Peace finger, grab the left big toe. Finding that drishti, the focal point. Begin to straighten the left leg. Lengthen the spine. And then open that left leg. A bind and a twist. Look to the right hand. As you extend that right hand out, open through that right hip. Bring the left leg forward. Finding that balance. Finding breath. And then take the left leg back. Flying airplane pose. Lower down, warrior two. Finding breath. Peaceful warrior reverse. Coming back, extended side angle. Creating more space. Shoulder away from the ears. Exhale, bring both hands to the mat. One step, the left leg meets with the right. Rather, in between the legs, rather. Lengthen the spine and come into pyramid pose. So start with the fingers. Lengthening. Breathing, bringing your chin towards your chest. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. This time the left leg meets with the right. Bend the knee, chair pose. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step or jump back. Chaturanga, Vinyasa flow, upward facing dog. Finding that breath, downward facing dog. Excellent work. Notice your breath. Notice your shoulder. Bend the knee, gaze between the hands, step or jump forward. Inhale, forward looking. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head. Bend the knee, chair pose. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Great work. Hug your right knee towards your chest. Finding a drishti. Drishti is the focal point. And then bring the right peace finger to your right big toe. You can put a strap, left hand to your left hip. Again, inhale, begin to straighten that right leg, drawing the shoulder away from the ears. And then when you have it, open that right leg towards the right side and gazes towards the left hand. Hamstring lover, hip opener, binding and twisting. Inhale, gaze forward, bring that right leg forward. Lengthen, breathe into it. And then take that right leg back, airplane pose. Open, push into that right leg. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring the right leg to meet with the left, chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head. And then step that right leg halfway in. Look forward, lengthen. Exhale, pyramid pose on this side. Notice your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Lengthen the spine. Breathe into it. And breathe out. More straighten the left leg. More draw the belly in. And then when you have it, right leg meets with the left. Inhale, forward looking. Open the hands like a butterfly and then bring the hands behind you. Interlace the hand. Draw the knuckles forward and open your legs hip distance apart. Breathe into it. Notice your shoulder. Straighten your legs. Relax the head. Inhale, look forward and release the hands. Come into mountain pose. Bend the knee, wide-legged chair pose. Sitting towards that imaginary chair and lift the heels like a footstool. Plant the hands on the mat, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Your breath is also crucial in the yoga pose. Don't think that you're going to muscle through it or force your way through it. Remember your breath, your smile. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Finding that breath, bend the knee, open the hip. And then bring the right leg in between the hand quietly. Pivot the left leg, right hand down. And then take the left hand forward, extend the side angle. Bring in that right hand behind the right knee and bind. Open the hip. Noticing your breath. And then straighten the right leg as much as you can. Can you bring the left leg to meet with the right? And coming into bird of paradise. Take your time. One step, you can start with a bent knee. Open, standing upright. Then when you have it, straighten the right leg. Open the chest. And then straighten the right leg. And then when you have it, bend the right. Coming back into that extended side angle. Like nothing happened. Bring the left hand down. And then roll on the outer edge of the left foot. Peace finger grabs the right big toe. And then inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. If you fall, come back in. Exhale, the right leg comes back down. Downward facing dog. Hopefully I'm still in frame. Inhale here. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, float the left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Left leg in between the hand. Extended side angle, pivot the right leg. Right hand reach forward. So nothing wrong wherever you are is okay. There's no judgment. You're going to bring the left hand behind the left knee, right hand, and catch. Just moving the hip, finding that breath, opening the knee, and maybe straightening the left leg. Notice where you are. Shoulder down, face relax. And then the right leg, you're going to bend the left leg. Right leg is going to meet with the left. 1, 2, 3. Take your time. Coming into bird of paradise. 1 step, 2 step, focusing on a drishti. Start with a bent knee when you have it. Working that left leg straight. Bend the left leg, coming in back. Extend the side angle. Release the left hand, right hand. Right hand down, left leg back. Downward facing dog. Forward into plank, yogi push-up. Upward facing. Breath is constant. Take a child's pose. A lot of work. Breath remains constant. Face relax. Inhale, coming into all fours. Taking a big breath in. Fire hydrant, lift the left knee. So you can come into the fingertip and then open. Straighten that left foot. Extending. Pointing, flexing. Noticing that hip. Bring the left leg outside of the left hand. And then come into your lizard pose. And then straighten, maybe roll on the outer edge of the left foot. When you have it, maybe lift the right knee. Checking in with your hip. Grateful heart, thankful heart makes a great soul. Come back into the hands. Left foot spins down and come into Skandasana. Again, another hip opener. I find that when you are thankful, there is more abundance as opposed to when you operate from a place of lack. So reminding yourself, am I always coming from a place of lack? Or am I coming from a place of being thankful? Finding breath. Release back down. Take the left leg back and up. 3-legged dog. And come into your pigeon pose. Extending through the back leg, lengthen. And then walk your hands down on the mat. You can stay here. Only if you further to go, you're feeling more comfortable, you can come into the hand. Bend the right leg, catch. Option to flip your hand around. Catch from the outer edge and come into mermaid pose. Being mindful here. More you create space, more you lift the chest. You can use a strap to catch your right hand to your right foot. Release the right leg if you have the bind. Come into the hands. Extend the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Create more space. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then bring that right leg outside of the right hand. Notice where you are. Extending that left foot, left knee on the mat. Look forward, lengthen. Exhale, forearm on the mat. You can roll on the outer edge. Check in where you need to be. Option to stay here or just lift the left knee. You gain more space. Rocking forward and back if you need to. Breathing in and out. Checking in. Know thyself. Know thyself. I am that I am. When you have it, come back into the hands and then pivot the left leg and come into Skandasana. I am grateful to be here, just to be here. I always say there is always more service. The more you give to others, the more you feel replenished. It's not about what you have, it's what can you give to others. Thanksgiving have been a popular celebration. But what does it mean to you? Take a breath here, opening the hip. Constant thanks and constant giving. So let it be that meaning for you. Maybe it's a time to meet with families and be thankful, but it's equally time to reflect. Come back into the hands. Send the right leg back and up. And then come into pigeon on this side. Square the hip. Lengthen the spine. You can come into the forearm. Maybe this is where you are today. Extending through that left foot. You can come into the hands for mermaid pose. Just grab the left foot. So maybe some of you are here. This is fine. You can flip the hand around, catch the toes, and begin to lean back. Eventually, both hands catches the toes and to the head. Releasing. Pause. Lift the left foot. Right leg goes back. Downward facing dog. Slowly come forward into plank. Yogi push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. So I got a request. What I love about practice is you don't have to wait for something to happen to do something. So if you watch this far, make sure you are subscribed. I do go live and then come into your downward facing dog. I got a request for Bakasana, which I love dearly, arm balance. How do I get into arm balance? All right, we're going to walk our legs to our hands mindfully and then bring the legs about mat distance apart. We're going to get a lot of variation here. So I'm in Malasana. We should all try to sit like this at least every day. So at least once a day, if not every day. All right. And then so just find that Malasana here. All right, plant the hands on the mat. Spread your fingers. You can see the space between my elbow and my knee, right? Everyone has different size of hands, long arms, short arms, whatever, legs, but we're created perfectly. We created perfectly. So we're going to plant the hands on the mat. You're going to find that when you lean forward, it feels like you're going to tip over. That's not where your legs need to be. You're going to move your legs about almost like your hand size. That way, your gaze is forward. My gaze is not in between my hand, it's right in front of my mat. So if you think about three-pointedness, so plant the hands on the mat, knee towards the armpit, lean forward, and then lift the legs. Maybe that was fast. All right. So the knee wants to come into the armpit. My leggings is quite smooth, so the fabric does make a difference. So wear something cottony. So my top is a bit cotton-ish. All right, bring the knee towards the armpit. Lean in, look forward, and lift one leg. You start to feel your core that the left leg lifts. So this is dangling. Zip up through the legs. And that's your Bakasana. Come back down. Rotate the wrist. So make sure you're really pushing the mat away. Here we're going to try again. Spread the fingers, look forward, and then lift one leg, lift the other. And then activate the legs, point the toes, and then hug the knee towards the chest. Come back into that Malasana. It's no different when you do it from chair pose. So we're in Malasana. Then exhale, plant the hands on the mat and forward fold. Relax the head. Walk the legs towards the hands. Look forward, lengthen. Bend the knee and come into chair pose. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Interlace the hand behind you. Draw the knuckles back. Look up. Stretch the front hip. And then lean forward. And come into bounded forward fold. Try to relax the head. Try to breathe into the shoulder. Then change your thumb around. Straighten the legs. And then bend the knee. Chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Great work. From here, lift the heels. So I'm in that chair pose. Plant the hands on the mat. And then look forward again. And then lift one leg and lift the other. My elbow is bent. Don't start with straight knee, straight elbow. You want that little shelf. Step back or jump back. You can lay yourself all the way on the mat and come into cobra. Pushing into those hands, elbow is slightly bent, and look up. And then exhale, lean forward. Stretch the fingers back behind you. Lengthen the spine, lift the legs. Locust pose, lift the hands. And then breathe in to the back body. Interlace the hand, draw the knuckles back. Keep lifting the legs, maybe lift higher. Exhale, release the head on the mat. And breathe in. Slowly come into your forearm, Sphinx pose. Open the back body. Lengthen the spine. And breathe in. From here, tuck the toes under. Lift up into forearm plank. You know where we're going. And then walk your legs towards the elbow. Dolphin pose. Being mindful. Spread the fingers. And breathe in and out. And then inhale, lift the right leg up. It's all practice. So even if you're not able to get into pincha, lifting one leg up is a practice. Notice your shoulder, being aware of your shoulder and the back of the left leg. Right leg down, pop down on your knee. Inhale, camel pose. Let me know how the sound is. Push your hands towards your hip, open the heart, and then reach the hands towards the heels. Camel pose, open the heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward, hands reach up. Exhale, bring that forearm on the mat. And then lift the knee up. And then this time we lift the left foot off the mat. Noticing that right leg there, right hamstring, point toes, flex toes. Exhale, lower the left knee, left leg down. Drop to your knees. Inhale, come up. Hands reach up alongside the ears, hands on your lower back, fingers pointing. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Reach the hands towards your heels. Thankful heart is an open heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Open the heart. Inhale, gaze forward. Hands reach up. Hip to heels, forearm on the mat. Inhale, come into your forearm and lift the knee, dolphin pose. We're going to attempt to balance here. Then walk the left leg in, bend the left knee, right leg straight. Straighten the right leg to the sky. Push into the forearm and then lift the left foot off the mat. My right leg remains straight and then straighten the left leg. Pincha Marasana. Forearm balance. Point toes, flex toes, engage the core and focus on something that is not moving. Lower down mindfully, take child's pose and let it go. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, right hand down. Push your hip to the left and reach the left hand towards the right side. Open. Left hand comes down, right hip towards the right side and right hand reach. Hopefully I'm still in frame. Open the front hip, side body. Come back to center. Place the hands on the mat. Interlace the hand for headstand. So again, don't be afraid to get into a headstand. We break it down. Head on the mat. Top toes under. We're going to come into what I call a modified downward dog. So you are still in a V, but this time your forearm is on the mat and the head is on the mat. So first get comfortable here. If you have your headstand, go for it. If you don't, just do this because you're going to get the same benefit as a headstand. Pop your knee on the mat. Take a break, shoulders down. Remind yourself that you can. First, remind yourself, I can. And believe in it to get excited. Then inhale, lift the knee, and then take the right leg up. Notice how when I take my right leg up, I activate my right leg. Like I'm zipping my right leg up. And notice how my left foot is saying, I want to meet with the right, but it's not saying it loud enough. Lower the right leg if you need a little break. You come back to your knee. Keep the eyes open wherever you are. And then straighten your legs again. This time the left foot. So it's important to try to come up with the left foot sometimes. And then this time right leg is going to meet the left. And you have to engage the core. Activate the legs. Point the toes. And squeeze the glutes. Activate the glutes. And a little struggle of balancing is amazing because you don't take it for granted. Like, oh, I can come in here as my earpiece falls off. My apologies. But you want to find yourself where you are able to still balance. Point toes, flex toes. And I want you to come back mindfully. And take child's pose, a very restorative pose. Hands towards the heels. And release. Let it go. You've done a lot of work here. Just notice your breath. And creating space on your shoulder. Taking a big breath in. I want you to interlace the hand, change your thumb around, and then draw the knuckles towards the front. And from here, I want you to bring your head towards your knee and lift your bottom. Think about rabbit pose. And then slowly come back to the heels and look forward. Lengthen the spine. Release the hands towards the sky. Release the hands on the mat. Press back into your downward dog. Walk the legs out. And then come forward into plank. Press back into your downward dog. I want you to bend the knee. We're going to float our legs in between the hand. But I want you to cross one, sit down, unravel the legs, and come into Navasana, boat pose. It's okay if you fall. It's okay for you to bend the knee and then lower halfway. And we're going to tap it out for 1. My lower back is on the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Think about that way the core can come in. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug the knee in. Tap it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the left knee in, straighten the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug both knee in, tap it out. 1, 2, hang in with me. 3, 4, and 5. Hug both knee in, head on the mat. And then bend the knee, touch your heels. Inhale, lift the hip. And allow your back body bridge pose. Run the hands underneath you. Lifting a little bit more. Can you support your lower back by drawing your elbow underneath you? And then lift one leg up. Pointing that right leg forward. Right leg down. Lift the left foot up. Maybe it's bent. Maybe it's straight. Point or flex. Point the left foot forward. Left leg down. Now inhale, lift both legs up. Supported. Shoulder stance. Bend the knee. Touch the toes on the mat. And then release your elbow and keep a bent knee. Inhale, open the legs. Extend the right hand out. Right hand on top of the heart. Bring the left hand on the belly and close your eyes. Breath remains constant. Shoulder away from the ears. Begin to tune in. Again, think of 3 things that you're thankful and remind yourself all the good things, all the bad things, and find the good even in the bad things. And then reminding yourself, I am thankful. Letting the hips relax. Letting the back body relax. Letting your toes relax. letting your fingers relax. All right. Slowly begin to bring your legs towards the chest, coming into happy baby. Lower back on the mat. Think about happy, happy, happy. Straighten the right leg and straighten the left leg. Maybe straighten both legs. Just checking in how you feeling. And then bend the knee, knees together. Drop the legs towards the right side and gaze is towards the left. And then hug the knee towards the chest and drop the legs to the left and gaze is towards the right. Releasing and relaxing. Inhale back to center. Take the legs to the sky. Straighten the leg and bend the knee. Rock forward and back. A couple of times, massaging the back. Rock yourself to seated. Find that easy cross-legged. There is always a leg that is always in front. So change the cross of your leg. Push the hands all the way up. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Close your eyes. I am thankful for this day. I am thankful for my breath. I am thankful to move easily and effortlessly. I am thankful for life. Open your eyes. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Spread love. Be thankful. Just a word of I'm thankful. Thank you means a lot. For those of you that are subscribed, that are part of the Home Green family, welcome. My name is Beth. For those of you who have given and supported this channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Be well. Have a great week of thankfulness. I'll see you soon in the next one. Peace. All right, guys. If you have made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. I bring you yoga each and every week. It is my pleasure. For those of you that are counting calories, This practice was 200 calories. So let me know what your watches say. If they say anything different, I'll see all of you soon. Be well. Thank you. Keep smiling. All right. All right. No, any inversion? Yes, always an inversion. Inverted cycle posts. Okay. All right. If you made it this far, good. I'll see all of you soon.